Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name's Ashley. I am currently a senior year nursing student graduating in May, and I have some exciting news for you guys in this video. This video is supposed to be a day in my life of a nursing student, but then things kind of got carried away and I didn't vlog much that day, but I got some exciting news that day, so it ended up kind of changing into my job announcement. Ignore my hair, I've got deep conditioner in here and I had a shower cap on. I just took it off for the video. So whenever I graduate, I am moving to Dallas, Texas. That's my plan now, like when I'm filming this. This is currently August 6th, 2021. So planning on moving to Dallas, Texas, and I'm really interested in OB nursing, whether that be labor and delivery or postpartum. I'll take whatever I can get. So because of that and wanting to get into a competitive nursing specialty, I'm starting early, figuring out how to apply and everything, and I thought it'd be a really good idea to come and film it. So if I do get a job in labor and delivery, I can show you guys exactly how it happened, because I have a terrible memory. I know I will forget everything that I did, so just filming it as I go I thought would be a good idea. A couple things I wanted to mention right now that I'm planning on doing. First, I will link the website down below. There's like this senior year plan for nursing graduates, kind of detailing what you should be doing each month of your senior year. If you senior year starts in like August and it ends in May, like most people do. I am applying to graduate right now. It is December 20th. Graduation term. All right, hey guys, good morning. Today is Wednesday, February 23rd. Who knows when this video is going up? I tend to do this a lot. My friend Alina and I are gonna go graduation dress shopping. I do, but it's too small, I think. Okay, at altered state now. This is a romper.
All right, so my question is, we received your application and we're interested, and we wanted to do a quick screening. It should take maybe 10 minutes at the most.
I am about to do my first labor and delivery interview. I'm so nervous. My heart is going a million miles a minute. I have to poop. I've already pooped today. And we're just gonna ignore that feeling. We're gonna do awesome. I'm gonna take off my watch and we're gonna go ahead and log in to the Microsoft Teams. But I just got an email from, I told you I sent a thank you email to the girls that interviewed me, and someone said thank you, we'll be reaching out to your recruiters, and sent a winky face. I'm in shock. The winky face is really making me feel like I got that job. Oh my gosh, I'm really excited. I just got an email from one of the people that I interviewed with. So I interviewed last Thursday, so almost a week ago now, for a labor and delivery position at a hospital in Texas, and I just got an email back from the manager on one of the units saying that a recruiter should be reaching out to me soon, with a winky face. But if I got the job, I will freak out, because this is literally my dream job. It was kind of like a dual interview for labor and delivery or mother baby, but honestly, either of them I'm really excited about. Hello guys, it's the next day. Unfortunately, I got my call for the job offer when I was at work, so I could not film it, but I got an offer to work on mother baby, and I cannot freaking wait. I start in June. I am so excited. It's my dream location. The hospital, after researching a lot about the hospital, I actually really wanted to work there, and it's like a great unit. My dream is labor and delivery, but I'm actually excited to start off with mother baby, to kind of like get my foot in the door of OB and not be like, bam, we're pushing out babies. But I'm just so excited. I cannot wait. Yeah, life is it's going perfect. I got a job offer for a position on a mother baby unit in Dallas. I'm so excited, and I accepted it obviously right away. I was so excited. So I kind of wanted to, for my people that are still looking for jobs and for people that are graduating next semester, I thought I would kind of explain what I did to get this job. So very briefly, I started looking at hospitals in Dallas. I'm relocating to Dallas, so I started looking at hospitals in that area that offered a nurse residency program. Because I wanted to do labor and delivery or mother baby, I knew that I needed to be in a residency program because a lot of hospitals won't hire new grads if it's not for a residency program. So I looked for them, I narrowed down my options, I found like 5 different hospitals, and then I wrote down the date that they were going to start accepting applications. I made reminders on my phone for that day to be like, oh, apply to this hospital. I had my resume done, my cover letter done, and my reference sheet done. I got that from Etsy. I'll have the shop where I brought my templates off linked down below. I did edit my template a tiny bit just to fit more information on there, which I'm not really going to go into detail about what was on my resume or anything like that, maybe in another video. But I had all those ready, and what I did for each job that I was applying for, this was the second hospital I applied to, I think, but I put keywords from the job description posting in my resume as well as my cover letter. Kind of catered my cover letter towards the hospital's mission statement and values, and then I submitted my applications for every single hospital that I applied to the day that they opened up, not a day later. Literally when I noticed they opened up, I submitted my application. This hospital was the only hospital I interviewed for because all the other ones were kind of slow at getting back to me, and this was the second one I applied for. So yeah, but this is a residency program. It is for like, I think 2.5 years long. There's no contract, which is amazing, and it's just super exciting. My interview was a week. I found out I got the job a week after my interview, and it was literally the perfect day. They only had one day available for this interview. It was a Thursday. I don't have clinicals on Thursday, luckily, so that was heaven sent. And then that same day I had a doctor's appointment at my hometown. I live like an hour and a half from my hometown, so I bring all my stuff from my interview to my hometown to interview for this job. And my interview was at 10 a.m. and my doctor's appointment was at 11, and my doctor's appointment's like 30 minutes away from my house in Columbia, where I live, where my dad lives, in my hometown. So I was really nervous about the interview and not being able to get to my doctor's appointment on time, but it all worked out. I have like sticky notes on my laptop of stuff to remember during the interview to talk about. Didn't really use them because they asked me such hard questions. None of the questions that I prepared for that I thought they were going to ask me, they didn't ask any of them. The only question I prepared for that they asked me was, tell me about yourself. That's it. The rest of the questions were very vague, and it was kind of hard to answer them, but I guess I did a good job. So my top tips, if you guys are trying to get into a job as a new grad or a residency program, is to apply as soon as the application opens up. All the hospitals that I was applying for had them listed like when they open up their applications for new grad residents. So look on their website, figure that out, write down their values. Make sure in your interview, in your cover letter, in your resume, mention their values and their why do I keep saying mention? In their mission statement, and somehow incorporate it. Make sure it flows nicely. And for my job, they have recruiters that reached out to me. Whenever I got an email to make an appointment with the recruiter, I literally made it for the very next day. Did not wait any longer. So you have to be very proactive. I applied on a Wednesday. On Thursday, I got the email saying, here, set up an appointment with the recruiter. On Friday, I was talking to recruiters. I made an appointment for my interview. And then like a couple weeks later, I was interviewing. So it's a very fast process, and you need to apply right when the application open if you want a job, especially on like a specialty unit. On my resume, I want to kind of mention some things that maybe got me the job. I have no idea. Maybe I was the only one to interview. I don't know. I'm just really excited that I was going to get a job. I was really scared I was going to end up a med surg, and I did not want that. But I minored in Spanish. I made sure to mention that in my interview as well. So if you minored in a second language or maybe in like psychology, mention your minor, because I always forget about that. I said what classes I took in my Spanish. So I took a interpreting class, a conversational class, and 2 medical Spanish classes. So I mentioned that in my interview. My GPA, I think, is like a 3.7. I don't remember. I think it's a 3.6 or 3.7. So GPA is pretty good. And then on my resume, I also included all of my clinicals. I didn't put the locations where I had my clinicals since I was applying out of state, and I didn't think it really mattered. I put rather like the units I was on and how many hours I was at each clinical. And then I kind of put my job experience prior to starting obviously being a nurse. Like when I started nursing school, I started working as a medical scribe in the ER, and then like a couple months later I started working at an OB/GYN office as well. I mentioned both of those in my interview as well. So you want to like mention, if you have previous medical background, make sure you mention that you've done that and incorporate it into your questions. Because a lot of the questions they asked me were like talking about a previous job, about situations. Like one of the questions they asked me, I'm gonna keep this brief, but one they asked me was like, tell me at a time that you had to explain something to somebody. And I was a trainer at my old job, which really helped me, so I could be like, oh yeah, I've done that a lot when I was trying to teach people how to do scribing stuff. Relate your experiences at your previous job, whether or not it's a nursing or like medical field job, make it nursing somehow. So I said that when I train scribes all the time, they're scribes that kind of mess up sometimes, I have to explain it a lot, and I made sure I mentioned that sometimes not everyone's a visual learner, sometimes they're psychomotor, sometimes they're auditory. You need to cater to their learning style, maybe ask them what their learning style is. So that's what I used for that example, kind of make it nursing, like all those freaking care plans that we did, you know, with like the learning styles. So that is kind of how I got the job, I guess. I really don't know, but this video is kind of explaining all of that. I'm working on a mother baby unit in North Dallas. Dream location, honestly, because that's where I wanted to work. I was scared I was gonna end up like, if I wasn't gonna get this job, I was scared I was gonna end up in Dallas, and Dallas is just like kind of far from where I was planning to live in Dallas, or like in the Dallas area. I'm living in the suburbs. I did not want to be like commuting like an hour to work every day. So everything just worked out how it should be. And if you guys are a new grad or you guys are graduating soon, I hope this video helps you. One thing I forgot, after the interview, make sure you email a thank you letter. My school had like a template for a thank you letter, so that's what I used, but you can find templates probably online somewhere. Send a thank you letter. I asked at the end of my interview for, also have questions prepared, but I also asked for their contact information. They didn't give it to me, but I asked my recruiter for it. I was just gonna suck it up and not email them, but I asked my recruiter and she gave it to me. Sent them a thank you email, and then the day before I found out I got the job, she said, oh, we enjoyed meeting you too. Your recruiter will be reaching out to you about our decision, with a winky face, which made me believe I got the job. So yeah, and then at work I was expecting a call from my recruiter, so I got a call at work and I answered it because I knew the decision pretty much. But yeah, I hope this video is kind of helpful. Kind of wanted to make it super brief. Hopefully it wasn't like a word scrabble, hopefully it wasn't too confusing to follow along. If you guys want a more detailed video, I can of course do that. And if you guys have any questions, go ahead and ask them down below, but I will not be saying where I'm working, what hospital system. But yeah, super excited.